Avery from Avery and Amani's Mini Tours of Grand Bahama, Bahamas. We've been busy lately, really busy, trying to get some things sorted out. That's why we haven't been on tours and stuff like that, but we hope to post soon as possible because it's been a while. I think the last place we went was, I can't even remember, but it's been a while. I want to do something adventurous, however, but like I said, this YouTube channel is about tours, pranks, motivation, stuff like that. So in between, I'm still gonna be posting little motivational stuff and stuff about the truth of my life. So if they want to do their life, or Maddie want to do her life, then that's up to them. But today I want to speak about, I'm going to give you the truth. A lot of people wonder why I don't I don't have no bunch of friends, and why I isolate myself away from people, and that's my comfort zone. I'm going to tell you the truth why. When I was growing up, in my previous video, my suicidal story, that was the truth, and I'm all about speaking the truth. And the way I grew up wasn't, like I said, wasn't a loving home, wasn't like, you know, I'm not trying to put nobody on blast, I'm not calling nobody name, but I tend to pray about things or keep them to myself and think about them over and over and over. I don't want to talk my business to no one like that. I'm not a dramery person, however, but I tend to write a lot to get my feelings out, and I love to do a video on my feelings. So here it goes. This is why I isolate myself from people, because I don't trust, which I would call Homo sapiens. I don't trust that much, and I don't want to be around a bunch of friends, but turns into drama, and that's not my style, that's not my speed. I turn this way because growing up, I had a family member who would do the most cruel and nastiest and stupidest things, and I took the blame for everything because everything was always me. It was always me. Let me tell you some of the things that would happen. My older sibling, my mother would always row up for her clothes being bleached out, or my older sibling would always be in the house rowing, but her work shoes and everything missing. And my other sibling, she would, when she's angry with you, she'd do the most nastiest things to you. She would go in the wash house and she would pour all kind of bleach on the older siblings' clothes, or she would take her new shoes and she would throw it in the bush, and all the focus always was on me. Avery did it, and I would be like, and no one would ever believe me, because this person is a manipulator. No one would ever believe me. Another thing is, money would go missing from my older sibling, and she fought me at one point, saying I took her money. We were small, saying I took her money, and this would happen over and over, saying I took her money, but it wasn't me. It was my other sibling, and everything used to just be pointed on me. My older sibling used to get money, however, I don't even think she know I knew these kind of things. She would get, let me say, my family member would collect money, and for all the time the money would turn up missing, and she would collect her own money and steal her own money so she could get more, and the focus always ended up on me. Always. I remember we would go to little run walks, and however we collect medals and all these different kind of things, and she wanted to be in the spotlight so bad. My medals that I collected, she took them and she was telling everybody they her medals, and she was saying they her medals, whatever. So I just let her go. I just keep them, okay. It was just like she just wanted the intention to be on her. I never loved attention, to tell you the truth. I didn't care about it. I always isolated myself because there's too much unfairness, too much this one jealous of this one, and you know, it just was a bunch of garbage to me. Another situation, when I had my daughter, I remember my family member, we have chronic atopic dermatitis. It burns and itches when we sweat. If we say we can't use scented items, if we use towels, it really irritates our skin, so we bathe with sponge. If we stay in the bath water too long, when we come out, our skin will be like irritated, especially mine, irritated terribly. We have psoriasis in the hair. We'll have fill up and then the hair will fall out. However, we deal with that kind of things. When we under stress, our face will break out. As you can see, some of my face is breaking out now. As you can see, we have chronic atopic dermatitis. And I remember when I first had my baby, that's why I say I couldn't let my baby grow up in this kind of environment, because it was like the devil was trying me. And if I stayed in that kind of environment, I was going to end up in jail, because the type of person I am, you can take advantage of me in any kind of way. I don't argue. We about to fight, whatever. We about to get, you know. So, when I had my daughter, newborn baby, probably a couple weeks at the hospital, one of my family members, she thought we were sleeping, and she came into the room because she couldn't stand my guts. I'm going to get into why she couldn't stand my guts after all this time. She came into the room and she turned the fan off with me, my newborn baby in there, so we could get hot. And I was awake, but she thought I was sleeping, and she walked out. She wanted us. That's the evil kind of thing she does. And I told my parent, and she laughed it off. But I say, let them keep on laughing, because at the end of the day, when you're dealing with my child, we gonna have a big fallout. Somebody gonna end up hurt and somebody gonna end up in jail. Simple mathematics. Because you're dealing with a child. Let me tell you why this person hated me so much. She wanted always to be up there and to look, you know, to be the best thing that ever happened to this earth. So she had a boyfriend, and she didn't want her boyfriend to look like a bad person in front of my parents, because like I say, she always wanted everything to look the best on her side, however, or whatever. And her boyfriend would call her house, and because I was on the phone, he would disrespect me, and he would say, get your big cunny off the phone, however, or get your big pussy off the phone. Sorry to curse, but that's the truth. I'm speaking the truth. He would say that, and because I told my father, this turned into a 360 devil with horns. My family member turned into a devil with horns. Everything I would do, whether good or bad, anything I would do bad would end up into my parents' ears. Anything I would do, just because I told my father every time her boyfriend calls the house. So she turned on me for her boyfriend, and she spreaded all kind of rumors. She would watch every detail I do. She spreaded all kind of rumors. I was sleeping with this one, that one. She spread it all over. The people who I don't even know, they could come and tell me things I didn't even mention. Some of these things they don't even know. People could have tell me, she's spreading around, use a hoe, use this, use that. She used to go inside my Facebook Messenger, and show my parents everything I type into boys, which I didn't care, whatever. Spread I was kissing one of the church members, whatever. She showed my mother all these conversations. She watched every move I make when I was with my boyfriend, whatever. We would do whatever, and she would just stand there and watch, and then she'd go run tell my parents, and they'll believe any little thing she says, okay, which I didn't care. That's why I was telling I believe I'm adopted, okay? Because I'm so different from the rest of the group, okay? She would run and tell my parents these kind of things. She would make up things. I slept with this one. I slept with that one. She would badmouth me to friends. She would turn friends against me. She would try to blast me on Facebook. That didn't go too well because, like I say, I put my hands on you if it gets to that. I grew up so angry and always had to row and always had to fight, and every little row happened in the house. Or she liked to fight. She started. She this, she that. This person would provoke me. My family would provoke me to the T, and always make it look like it's me starting everything. Always. I remember me and my daughter were sitting down in a chair, and my daughter's father, her biological father, was sitting in the chair, and my family member said something. We just came from out having a good time, all of us. My family members, I dropped her, whatever, and then my child's father came over, and she said, I started to hate this, whatever, and she was meaning him come in there. Of course she was meaning that. She tried to change it like she was talking about something else to another family member, and that pissed me off, and I got very provoked, because she didn't want to move, however. Not that she had to move, but if you see a visitor come in and they sit down, they will sit with the child, the young baby, and the mother there. You can still sit there. I mean, go to a different chair, however, where a single chair and then leave some space, a chair with plenty of space, so he could sit there with the child and I could be there, because it's a young baby we dealing with. She meant staying there, and I got very angry, very, very angry. She ran into the room, stormed off to our parents, and she stormed off to our parents. She twisted up the story, however. My father didn't ask anything. This man came out of the room, walked up to me next to my child's father with my child there, and he slapped me. Didn't ask anything. No questions. Just slapped me. And she started everything. And listen, I continue to build up hate. And build up hate where I don't even bother to go around like that. I don't care to go around. I build up so much hate. And for years I've been carrying hate inside my heart. But I always pray to say, God, take this away from me. Take this angriness away from me. Because they don't understand. They don't listen. They just go by the golden child, you see. Everything the golden child says, that's concrete. Don't care if that's a lie or if that's the truth. This child would lie and lie and lie and provoke me and do things to provoke me and turn people against me and do all these things. And I had to go through all these things because they would not listen. And I didn't trust telling nobody else. Before my aunt died, my aunt said, Avery, she drag your name through the mud. She called you every name in the book. I remember sitting down by the computer, and my older sibling was in the front room. Two of my family members in the front room, and the next one was telling the next one, "Oh, she's a devil. She's this." And I sitting right there listening, and she did not know I was there. "Oh, she's this. She's that." All these events happened after I told my father what her boyfriend kept doing. She was in a situation where she pretended to be another girl, I guess, for a long time, and the guy was so upset, the boyfriend, when the breakup was happening. He came by the house, and I was sitting by the computer, and I heard her saying, "Don't touch me, don't touch me." So me being the good Samaritan, if me mess with one of my siblings, I would get in it. I ran there with my grill knife, however, and I started to, get to his neck, whatever. You come to our house, you head up on my sibling, and we get into it. So I started to throw the knife to his neck, whatever. That's what kind of person I was. I would take up for you. Now when push come to shove, at the end, when my parents came out trying to figure out what was going on, however, and the boy left, he called, whatever, and my parent, I told my parents, I said he was trying to hit her because she was saying, don't hit me, whatever. So I get up and I get into it. She changed it around to say, you know how Avery always is get. It wasn't that serious, whatever. So the guy was like, I don't know what she talking about. Avery telling y'all exactly how it went down and why she pulled out the grill knife. However, my sibling was actually trying to turn the story around to look like me again. And this guy came to the house trying to attack her, and I was trying to help her. And she turned around so he could still look like a good guy and say, you know how she's scared. She's always want to fight and carry on, whatever, for any little thing. She tried to turn around on me. I will never forget any little situation happen, calling me so I could race up myself. Never again. I will take it for nobody. If it ain't my situation, all my life, I've been fighting for other people. Nothing to do with me, because like I say, I'm not a drama-y person. Never been a drama-y person. Never been. Never. Only when I let few people in my life, it always turn to drama. That's why I cut people off one shot when drama shows up. When drama shows up. Another thing. I didn't care. I remember when I was in school, I started to date probably when I was in grade 10, 11. I started to date, and I started to date a basketball player. And my sibling told me, I don't supposed to date basketball players because I was not a cheerleader. And only cheerleaders date basketball players. I didn't care about none of those things, actually. I didn't care about none of those things, basketball players, cheerleaders. However, I was a cheerleader in primary school when I was smaller, but I didn't care about it in high school. And I was told only cheerleaders date basketball players. So my family member, let me stop saying myself, my family member was angry that me and this guy started a date because apparently she liked him as well. And after he came to me and he asked me to be his girlfriend, whatever. I said yeah, and I told her. So I guess she went and asked him. So she came back. She said you and him is go whatever. I say yeah. So she said not him. Who say he ain't know nothing but that. I gone and asked him, and the guy's like, what? He never even said that. She just wanted to make it look like turning into a bad situation. Like he say me and him don't date. However, that's strike one. She told somebody she used to like him, however. And I remember me and this guy was sitting outside talking. And she came outside in the short pants. And I reported all this to my parents, but one of them found it funny, didn't care. Okay. She came, I was standing outside talking to my boyfriend who she liked. She came outside and in the short pants. Very short pants. And she walked down the road a little bit. She bent over so we could look at her. And I said, check her, trying to get your attention. And he didn't even care. Now, years later, me and the guy broke up, however. And someone told me she saw them, he saw them riding around the car together. And he found that kind of strange, whatever, riding around. Didn't care anymore, no how. So she could have him do whatever. This is my family member, who I live in a house with. She could have do anything with him. I didn't care. She liked him. She didn't like me and him together from day one. Because like I say, only cheerleaders date basketball players. Yeah. There were so many events in my life that caused me to isolate myself from people. Any little thing happened between me and my friends, I would cut them off because I don't have time for the negativity, the drama. I remember the cherry on the top. I remember my child's father, we used to fight a lot, and he opened the front door with his knife and he was trying to stab me up. He was trying to stab me up, however. And the same sibling, same family member, was on the phone, and I was saying, hang up the phone and call the police, hang up the phone and call the police. Same family member, sucker teeth, who? I ain't hanging on no phone, and I ain't calling no police. And she stayed on the phone, and she kept talking, and this guy is trying to attack me with a knife. I'll never forget that. My baby daddy, he was talking about he think I make him sick, hole in his stomach, and he think I give him something. That's what he telling my mother now. You was talking out his head. So he think I gave him something. And my family member sat on the phone to her friend and she laughed. She laughed about it. Same time he trying to stab me. Same time he has his knife out. She laughed. She didn't even hang on the phone to call 911 to save her little sister's life. And these events that occur over and over. And one of my parents would be like, oh, you need to be like her, no sex and all these things. And this person that sleep with a few people, more than me, I should say. And that's the person who I should be like. One of my parents say, oh, be like the neighbors. You see, they don't have no guys coming, they don't know like that. The neighbors have more kids than me. Can I get an amen? Listen to me, parents. When you have more than one child, listen to your kids. Tend to your children. See what the problem is. See what the problem is. Don't wait till something happen out of the ordinary. And don't wait till one don't treat one like a golden child. Listen to all your kids. Stop pitting that jealousy. This one jealous of this one. Listen to what your kids have to say. That's why I consider myself familyless, friendless. I don't care about hardly anything. I isolate myself away from the world until I gotta go to work. Anything I do that should be celebrated seems like it's always forgotten. Every time I mention something that's to be celebrated, this next child gets mentioned, like to say, oh, that top that, or this she ready and do that. Basically, I mentioned my associate's degree. They'll forget, or they don't take it serious because I did it online. Then my bachelor's degree, mention it again. Oh, why you didn't tell me? But I already mentioned it. You just forgot because you don't care. You want to see me go down online because it's online. You see? Mention a lot of things. And every time I mention something, this next child name will get mentioned. Basically say, talk about, yeah, you talking about you, yeah, let me talk about her. Trying to build this jealousy bond, which, jealous? Come on now. Nobody have nothing I could be jealous of. Because I was a bona fide hustler. If I want something, I could get it. That's number one. The other day, but I didn't even gonna talk about that situation. I don't even gonna talk about that situation. But that's how it is. They don't remember nothing good I do. Got promoted as assistant manager. Told them. Nobody knew. Because they didn't even talk about it. They didn't even mention it to my other siblings. When I mentioned it, my siblings say, for real? I didn't know that, whatever. But if it was the next one, that have been spread all over Grand Bahama, all over the church, all over everywhere. Not that I care, but this is how these people are. That's why I stay from away. That's why I stay away. I don't even want my child go there like that. My child doesn't want to go like that. And this the truth. Nothing but the truth. This is part one of the truth. Why I isolate myself away from friends and family. I don't even have no more tears left for me to cry. I don't have any more. I do not have any more tears left for me to cry. Seriously. Done crying. Done trying to tell the truth. All I can do is now wait on God. And when that judgment day come, and God read these books, everybody's mouth can be dropped down here. Way down here. And like people say, the truth is set you free. So I tend to try to speak the truth. I can't tell you the last time I lie, if I lie about something, I can't remember. Let me see the last lie I told. I can't remember. I mean, I wouldn't say I don't lie, but I can't remember the last lie I told. Can't. And these things, is more that happen in my life more. And That's why I isolate myself from family and friends. But thank you all for watching. Parents, remember to, I say, listen to your kids. Listen to the problems. The problems might be right in your own house. If you weren't paying attention, all you're gonna have a build up of hate and a lost child who don't care to even be a family member anymore. You don't care. And that's how I turn out. I don't cry no more. I'm a striving person, so I continue to strive. I continue to be a good person. Like I tell you, I'm not a Christian, but I tend to be a good person. The best I could be, especially for my daughter. I don't want to grow up around hate and a lot of rowing and stuff like that. And I'm trying to break out that rowing spirit, because that's how I grew up, always rowing and carrying on. And sometimes I just can't control it. I just can't control it. That's the kind of environment I grew up in, and I tried not to be like that, but it's very hard to break away from something that you're already used to. Most of the time, human beings is resistant to change. And I want to change that rowing and frustration, and always need to put my fist up if it gets to that. Yeah, I'm trying to change that. Otherwise, thank you all for watching. Remember to subscribe, remember to like, remember to share with your friends and your family. And I want to get this round, because I love speaking the truth. And I don't care if somebody, whoever takes it the wrong way, I don't care how it makes you look in the community. I really don't care at this point. You should have listened when I tried to tell you secretly. Now I'm gonna put it out into the world how I feel, and it makes me feel good. And I don't care how it probably makes me look at the end of the day. I don't care. But anyhow, thank you all. Remember to love. Remember happiness. Remember, a peace of mind is the best thing. Peace out.